and welcome to Friday's Groove Digital Presents. Today we have very exciting webinar and we are starting right at the top of the hour. These guys are such pros. You're going to love it. Make sure you have your notebook and favorite pen ready because you will be taking ferocious notes. Let me take a quick moment to introduce to you our speakers today. We actually have 3 people presenting. They're going to hand off the webinar and teach you everything they know about the world that they are in. So let me introduce Jeremy Gislason and Simon Hodgkinson. We also have Fraz joining you as well from Promote Labs, and he'll be going over some quick list information from what I am told. Simon and Jeremy are mavericks of the marketing world. Mike Vilsain wanted to introduce them personally, but he is now on a flight over to San Diego from Florida. So he sent me a few notes to make sure that I give them proper honor and respect. He loves them personally. They've been involved with almost every, not only launch, but internal launch as well as external launch. So Mike just sends his love to you guys, Jeremy and Simon, and thank you. And I'm wondering how many cars you've won from all the affiliate contests that you've won. You've won several in a row, I'm told. You've been around since the start. Simon and Jeremy live and breathe marketing, and their business is still growing strong today because they have genuine integrity. They test like crazy and they practice and perfect what they teach every day. They've worked together for over 15 years and have made millions of dollars online. And today we are super lucky and super fortunate. And apparently I'm told it's Poets Day. Simon maybe will tell us what Poets Day is. So you're here on Poets Day to share what you guys do that works. A little bit of background about Jeremy. He's going to start off our webinar. He's an outdoorsy guy. He's based up in clean but chilly air of Minnesota and loves nothing more than to get out into the wilderness and hike or go kayaking and then sink a few craft beers afterwards. And I feel like you have that life because you're in the internet marketing world and you can do these things. Simon is on a little rock just off the south coast of England called the Isle of Wight and spends most of his free time on the beach surfing and bodyboarding. Once again, this is the lifestyle that allows him to do that. These guys avoid the limelight and they don't speak at events and don't do webinars. I believe this is the first one they've done in over 10 years. So Mike Vilsain is super excited that they're here. He personally invited them because normally they're heads down in the trenches. They're testing, creating cool software, creating killer offers and promoting products as affiliates. And once again, they've been the top #1 affiliate for Mike. They're prolific product creators, prolific email marketers, and once again, they've won top prizes for us. They both work from home. Their office is Slack, where they work with partners like Fraz, who's also here today, and he'll be sharing some very cool technology with you guys later. And their team is here as well to answer some of the questions, but they're going to present the webinar to be focused on giving you as much value and knowledge as possible. So if you do ask questions, their team will be looking at them and trying to answer them along the way, and then they'll hold off answering those questions at the end of the webinar. So yeah, I'm super excited to introduce to you and hand it over to Jeremy Gislason and Simon. We have lots and lots of love for you. Mike sends his love. Thank you very much. And over to you, Jeremy.
Wow, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, I hope Mike has a safe flight and appreciate the kind words. So a little bit about us. That's Simon on the left.
That's me. Hello, everybody.
And that's me on the right. And we both got started back in probably the late 90s. We've been working together since like 04. We started a company together back in like 06, 07. We do a lot of things. We develop software. We make membership sites. We create licensed content. We sell coaching and training. We're affiliate marketers. We do a lot of different things. Our business has basically done, steady $1 million a year for the last 15 years. The key is consistency. Even during recessions and hard times, we've managed to keep going. But our main business is really lead generation. And we use email marketing as our primary method of revenue, basically, for the company. So really, we're in the business of email marketing. So why lead generation email marketing? Well, it's much more powerful than social. And, with social everywhere, everybody's always asking, how can I run ads on Facebook? How can I do this? Well, when they increase their ad costs, you're kind of screwed. When you have your own email list, that's called owned media. And with owned media, nobody controls it but you. So that's kind of the key here. So email is for sure. When Facebook pulls back, and it doesn't matter. Ad cost goes up, doesn't matter. If you're on someone else's platform, there's little long-term value. So, we're firm believers in email marketing. That's kind of the key for us. So Simon, you want to tell them a little bit about our thought process?
Yeah, sure thing. And this is, you just saw some pictures of us in real life. This is the favorite version of the pictures of us that we like to show to the world. We do things quite differently to other marketers, and for us it's really paid off. So we're going to talk about what we do, and we're going to share a strategy that we use, because it's going to give you a massive advantage. Whatever it is that you do, it's going to give you a big advantage. And if you're just getting started, if you try to implement this strategy in your business, it's going to help you grow a lot faster. I mean, one thing to mention right away is how Jeremy and I think. I mean, in a nutshell, what we do is we study success. We don't study failure. I'll explain what I mean by that. I mean, I think there's too many people and business owners that are actually focused on failure. Stuff goes wrong a lot of the time. We know that. I mean, maybe it's a launch that doesn't get support, or it's an affiliate campaign that falls flat, or something like that. When those sort of things happen, people put their energy and time into working out why. And to a point, that's helpful. You learn how not to repeat mistakes, but there's almost an infinite number of ways that things can go wrong. There's just too many ways to fail. So if you spend your time focused on dissecting failure, you only learn how to not repeat the same mistakes. And that doesn't guarantee success in the future. So what we do differently, and we've done this for years, is to forensically examine our success. So when something works well, a lot of the time, and I know a lot of people probably agree with this, it's often beyond your original expectations. Sometimes it's the things that you least expect that are going to work well for you. And on what we do, rather than basking in glory and thinking about where we go off and spend all the money, what you should be doing is applying that same time and forensic investigation to your wins. What is it that made this work? What made that win happen? And that way, instead of just having a power not to repeat mistakes, there's a big difference, because you gain power to continually replicate success. Now, it's only a subtle shift in thinking, but it's that that's given Jeremy and I an edge over the last 15 years. It's why we changed our name to Promote Labs, because we study success, not failure. And what we're going to cover today, this strategy, it's been formed over several years, and what we've done, we've taken lots of the little wins, we've examined them, we've worked out what it was that made those work, and combined them together in what we're going to teach you today on this call. The strategy that we're going to talk about, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I know we kind of queued this up with, we're going to teach you in 10 slides or less how to make $1 million a year, and that's what we are going to do. I mean, with this strategy, you can gain fame, expert status, authority in any marketplace, and fast. It really does work, this. And if you watch this and you copy what we're doing, you can create a 7-figure business that takes hardly any time to run. Okay, and we've streamlined it, and that's why we can present it in 10 slides. It's probably a 500-page book, but we've actually honed it down. And just in case you're thinking that it's going to need some kind of technical skill, or you need to be an expert in anything, the answer is no. And what I would like to say, just before we get started, I want you to imagine this. If I gave you a big stack of $20 bills right now and said to you, find me 50 people that you want who wants them, how long would it take you? How long would it take you to give away, 50 $20 bills? There's hundreds of people watching this right now. I'm sure it wouldn't take you much time at all to find 50 people that'll take a 20 off you. And that's as difficult as this gets. I know it sounds unbelievable for now, but that's as difficult as this gets. It's just giving away value every day, and in return, you can get paid, $1 million a year. So, shall we? I think we should just dive straight in, Jeremy, and just go into this.
Yeah, sure. So we've crunched the numbers. In the last 15 years, we estimate we've given away over 2 million lead magnets. Every kind of lead magnet you can think of, mainly free reports, million plus, thousands of different titles, dozens of niches, ebooks, 50 to 100 pages easily over 500,000 of them. Also mind maps, templates, swipe files, videos, audios, software, checklists, posters, workbooks, calendars, and memberships.
Everything, right?
Yeah, everything basically. So, we started giving away free reports because everyone else did it. And at the time it worked, way back in the day. And then we moved up to ebooks and a full book, giving away books with the standard, something for free, upgrade, tripwire offer, funnel kind of thing. That model worked for a while. And, we sold thousands of books that way. It was great. But over time, you saw conversions drop off, free reports, free books are everywhere. So we kind of switched the model from just giving away free reports and free books into memberships and more advanced coaching programs. So switching gave us an okay lift in opt-ins, but it decreased sales in upsell tripwire sometimes. Our research showed it's probably too much content too early in the process. Maybe we gave people some room to step back and pause and different things. So we've constantly been testing, researching as we go. So Simon, if you want to take the next one there.
Yeah, sure thing. Amongst giving away all this stuff over many years, we made a few different discoveries, and these are the kind of things that we excuse me, just had to cough there. We found that checklists as a lead magnet are the most used, and the highest opt-in conversion rates are with free memberships. So when you combine the two, checklist and memberships, you have a pretty good winning combo. And it's important to understand that getting people to repeatedly use what they've downloaded from you, or what they've got from you, is a win. Okay, getting many more people to opt in to your mailing list is a big win, as I'm sure that everyone's going to agree with on that. And the reason why it's important that people should use what they've downloaded or what they've accessed is because the more they use it, the more they're going to know you, the more they're going to like you, the more they're going to trust you. And that's who people buy from. And if somebody's using something on a regular basis, like a checklist, it's more valuable to them. And when you give more value to somebody, that leads to reciprocation. They're more likely to, return the favor and ideally buy something from you. So that's two big points of this and why it's helpful. And because we use memberships rather than free downloadable reports, that increases engagement with all your messaging. And particularly if you have sort of like drip content, where you deliver content maybe every week or every 2 weeks or on the schedule that you want it to be. But what you're doing is you're getting people to engage. And every time that they do, every time they log back into a member area, they're going to be exposed to the offers and promotions that you're going to show to them. You could have ads on login and log out pages, in the emails that you send, and in the content itself. And we wanted to talk about what does that actually look like? What does a big win look like? So this is a screenshot from one of our accounts at JV Zoo. It shows that some of the commissions that we've made in this particular account, this is just one network, and I hope you can see on the screen here, it's $1.89 million in revenue, net revenue. That was derived from 1.6 million clicks and generated 87,918 sales. Now, it's important to stress that we're not talking here about the net figure. We'll get into this a little bit more. The figure that we're most interested in here is the $1.12 per click. And the reason why we show you that we've sent 1.6 million clicks and made, getting on for $2 million in commissions here is so that we can say that we know with a lot of confidence that our $1.12 per click value is pretty accurate. It's solid. It's based on 1.6 million clicks. And while that will differ from industry to industry, it's a good reference for us to use and to explain how this system that we're going to teach you works. Okay, Jeremy, do you want to talk about this a little bit more?
So 1.9 million net commissions, all from getting people to opt into a mailing list. So make the word many here pretty important. So again, we're not focusing on the commission, we're focused on the clicks in the mailing list and the EPC value. So getting many more people opting into your mailing list is a really big win, right? So I have a question here for everybody listening. And you can just type the answer into your little chat box there in the webinar. So how many more do you think opt into a membership site for, say, a free report or free ebook? Is it 1%? Is it 5% maybe? Is it 10%? Maybe it's even 50%. Just go ahead and type what you guys think. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of different answers coming in. Yeah, it could even be, maybe it's 100%. Well, Simon, do you want to reveal the answer to this? It's a bit surprising.
Sure, it's 400%. It's huge. Opt-in increased, from all our tests that we did, our opt-in conversions increased from a typical 10 to 15% giving away free reports to 40 to 60% giving away free memberships. 400% increase. I mean, if you take nothing else away from this, if you want to get 4 times the number of opt-ins, you need to switch your lead magnets. And we started to notice the change. It's a few years ago, and then obviously we just started to give away free memberships like we were talking about earlier on, and then we combined those with the checklists. Just one thing to add before we go to the next slide on this though, guys, is we don't position these memberships as free. We don't say, hey, get a free membership. We don't say. What we do say is get a paid membership for free. Now, it's a subtle difference, but that also increases conversion and urgency. Okay, and what we always tend to do is price the membership that we're going to give to people, and then we use a coupon code, or we give people a secret link so that they can get free access. But what we try to do every time is get them to go through our shopping cart system, even though they're not paying us anything to do that, because one of the things that does is it immediately gets people familiar with buying from you. Even though they're not actually spending any money, they're going through the process of using your shopping cart, and it's very powerful. It also reinforces that idea that you've given them something that's genuinely valuable. If it was just free, what we found in the past is most people download free reports, they put them in a folder on the desktop or somewhere on the hard drive, and maybe they'll find it again in 3 months' time. Maybe they'll never look at it again. And we've tested this by putting, really cool things that people can download in the backs of free reports, and found that no one, or not very many people, get all the way through to the end. So when you present it in this way, that it's a paid membership that they can get free, it reinforces that idea that it's genuine value. And it also gives you a point, as you're putting people through that cart system, to put a cart bump in there, with a little impulse buy, $5, $50, and that can work pretty well to offset your costs as well, if you have any costs in acquiring leads. Okay. What we established, there's also some other important discoveries that were made along the way here, and this is, I'm going to go through quite a few numbers on this slide, but if you make some notes on this, because it is important. So when you're offering a free report, typically what people do is put some sort of book or something like that behind it as the upsell. You see everybody doing this. We've tested this like crazy, and you're lucky to hit 10%. People don't expect to be paying, so they come along, and you might get 10% of those people that will take you up on a tripwire offer, shall we say. It's a, you know, people refer to it as a tripwire offer. But when you offer a membership level up, you'll hit 20 to 30%. It makes a heck of a big difference. So for instance, this is just a quick example here that if you're giving away free reports and then you have a $20 upsell behind it as a tripwire product, so you take 100 clicks, you're going to get roughly a 10% opt-in conversion rate. That gives you 10 people that have downloaded your free thing. And from those 10 people, you probably will get one sale, 10% conversion, they'll purchase that upgrade. So that means that for 100 clicks, you've generated $20, which is giving you roughly 20 cents EPC. Okay, so you're dividing the number of clicks by the amount that you've made from that transaction, 20 cents a click. Where that differs with a membership is same 100 clicks, we're now getting much more in terms of people that are opting in. So the conversion rate at 40% now gives you 40 leads. And from those 40 leads, if you've now got a 20 to 30% tripwire conversion, you're now looking at 10 sales. Now, if the price stays the same, instead of making the $20, you've made $200. And that puts your EPCs to $2 rather than 20 cents. Okay, that's only part of this, because you now also have 40 members. And this is where it gets back to the $1.12. It's the reason why we showed you earlier on, because if you can get those members to click a couple of links in emails that you send in promotions for maybe your own products or affiliate offers, we know that the click value is $1.12. So 2 clicks a month from each member, you're looking at $2.24 per month. Okay, you multiply by just those 40 members, and it's $89.60 over 12 months, which is $1,075.20. Now, when you add in the $200 that you've generated from tripwire sales, the true value of your click is $12.75. I hope that sticks in your mind, because it, as you can see, we're looking at 20 cents. Sorry, I won't put my mouse over there, otherwise you can see the presenter notes. You go from 20 cents to $12.75, and that can make a heck of a big difference in your business. And the beauty of it being a membership site is churn's minimal, because entry was free, you know, so nobody needs to leave. Or if it was just a small one-time payment, people have, you know, they can stay members as long as they like, and they've no reason to cancel. What we've also found, while we don't actually have any hard data on this, but email engagement is typically higher too. 2 to 3%, 2 to 3 times higher in comparison to when you've put somebody on a list that's downloaded a free report. And that goes up even more if you drip content, because what you're actually doing every time you send an email to your members, hey, you know, there's something new for you to come and look at, you're actually conditioning them to, when every time they open an email from you, they're going to get something. And that is also important as well. So it increases engagement over time with your mailing list. So it's massively more value per click, massively more engagement with your audience. And then you've also, every time somebody logs back into the member area, you've got all those opportunities where you can show them promotions and ads. You know, you could put ads on the login, the log out pages, inside the content, all those different things. Okay, so that essentially is the model, and we're talking $1 million. We did promise you, how do you make $1 million online? 10 slides. Okay, so if you divide that $12.75, which we know is our click value, to achieve $1 million a year, you're looking at 78,431 clicks. Okay, that seems quite a lot, but you can actually break that down. So let's go into months. It's 6,500 clicks per month. Still seems a lot. Get that? Okay. If we break it down into weeks, it's 1,500 clicks a week, 1,508 clicks a week. I'll be accurate with the numbers. Okay, and if you break that down into days, it's 215 clicks a day. But remember, we're not selling anything. There's no hard sell. You're giving something away. You're giving away free memberships, and you need 215 clicks a day. Now, it's easier to get 50 clicks a day to 5 membership funnels that work in this way. So you've got the membership and then the upgrade. Okay, so it's easy if you break that down. If you create 5 of these membership funnels and drive 50 clicks a day to each one, that can give you the $1 million a year. And there is no selling. You're essentially just giving away free memberships. The rest of the system is fully automated for you. Now, I know that there's people listening to this that could easily hit 200 clicks a day with just one site, but those multiple sites gives you another advantage too, because it lets you broaden your reach. It lets you find a wider range of offers to promote and cross promote, and you can cross promote these memberships as lead magnets. So it's like join one site, we ask you to join another site, and so on and so on. And you can start with one site and then you can build on it and you can clone that site and you can make another. And if it takes you a month to build a site, we're going to show you how you can probably do it in a couple of days later. If it takes you a month to build one site, within 6 months, you'll have everything you need to build a 7-figure a year business. Jeremy, do you want to just come in on that one?
Yeah,
that's our slide 10.
Yeah.
You know, as we promised, we broke it down, didn't we? It's like, you know,
Yep, we
$1
broke it
million
all down
a
for
year
everybody.
online, 5 checklists, 5 memberships, 50 clicks a day. That's it.
Yep. So we did say 10 slides, you know, but hey, you know, we're not that lazy. This is not the end of the presentation. So what about the wombats, Simon? You know, so we gave a lot of great information so far. Everybody could just run off and do this today. But something about wombats here?
Yeah, that's true. We did mention wombats, didn't we? Okay, well, there's more than 10 slides.
Yep, we were just kidding on that one. So anyways, what we just showed you is the tip of the iceberg here. So now you know the model has basically got everything is set and forget. It's easy to do at this niche. Simon, if you want to hit the next slide.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah. Okay, so far we've gone over increasing opt-in conversions 400%, right? Showed you how that was done. And then we showed you how that doubles the tripwire sales. All right. Some other things that we'll touch on here as we go, but I'll just briefly mention them here. All of this helps to boost engagement. So why? With the membership site, it's not just download something and you're done. People are logging in. And if you're drip feeding that content, or if it's interactive, more of a program, then people are logging in repeatedly, and therefore you're increasing your engagement, your touch points with all of your members. It's also a great way to build authority and expertise, because now your members are seeing you as the teacher or the coach, you know, the expert. So they're consuming your content, you know, over and over again. And also by giving away a paid product, you know, something you normally charge for, you know, people appreciate that much more than something that's free for everybody. That increases reciprocation. So when you combine all of these things together, it all equals more revenue. So, you know, a few extra things to consider. It's almost entirely set and forget, and we'll show you some of that later. It's easy to do this for any niche. So if you're thinking, well, will this work for me? You know, I'm a coach, I'm a plumber, you know, I'm a carpenter, I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I'm a fitness trainer, I have an e-commerce store, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yes, this model can be used in any business. And also, you know, as I mentioned, you get to be the expert fast. So the quicker you become the expert in your area, you know, that also adds up into more sales and higher price points and things like that. So if I were you, I would write this down. These are some important points from the presentation today. So Simon, you want to take
it? Sure.
The next one? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, what we showed you earlier was $1.8 million in commissions. Okay. but this also works for your own products. So let's say you don't want to promote things as an affiliate marketer. We'd recommend you have a sort of combined approach. Have your own products and also promote other people's products as well. But this works directly for your own products as well. I'm going to show you a screenshot here, which is the JVZoo network. This is 2 accounts that we have in that network. And as you can see in our own product sales here, this same model has produced $3.85 million in sales for us. That's on top of the 1.8 that we've done in commissions as well, just in that network. And we actually have more accounts on this network. And we use several other platforms too to sell our own products from. But what we tend to do is, or what we've done approximately for the last few years, is around $1 million in product sales of our own products. And at least 2/3 of those products are from our own in-house sales. So they aren't driven by affiliates, they aren't driven by JV partners. 2/3 of our sales are generated directly by ourselves. We haven't actually done a product launch now for 3 years, 2017. And the commissions that we showed you earlier is only just the tip of the iceberg on commissions. Jeremy, do you want to talk about the next slide?
Sure. So, we've got our own product sales, and then as we mentioned, we promote things to our members, and it really helps when you can find a great offer like Groove Funnels to promote, for example. So as you can see, we've been promoting it all year. So this is kind of a key point here, and a lot of affiliates make this mistake. We see it all the time. They mail something on a launch day and they're done and they move on, goodbye. Whereas if you really focus on something like we have here, the commissions really add up. So far this year, over 170,000. This has taken, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago for this year.
180 now, I think.
Yeah, it just keeps going up every day. So this is just one product that we fully integrated with, some of our memberships, into our email marketing and our general marketing campaigns for the year. So everybody listening, if you're already a Groove affiliate, just say yes in your chat box. If you can type, I guess there should be a way for you to type a question or answer. But if you're already a Groove affiliate, say yes. If you're not, highly recommend you to sign up because you can start getting some results. It's a great product. And say yes if you would like to make $10,000 as a Groove affiliate in commissions this year or over the next couple months. And say yes if you'd like to make over 100,000. And would you like to make over 200,000? Sky's the limit here. So start thinking how you can start plugging in great offers into your systems. That's a key point here, such as Groove. And I mentioned we have a lot of systems. So Simon, if you want to cover that.
Yeah, sure. Well, like we were talking about earlier, the membership sites, it kind of gets crazy for us. We're almost like a membership junkies, Jeremy and I. If he's not watching, I go and build one, and if I'm not watching, he's gone and built one. So that's kind of how it works for us. But as you can see here, we have a network of 10 membership sites, and right now there are 198,643 active members in that network. And as you can imagine, we don't need to use paid advertising, social media to drive a lot of traffic to other people's offers. We mail our members and tell them about it. And one of the sites that we've recently just created, so a new project, and what we're seeing on this new project is that we haven't actually started to split test yet. But we've now, this screen grab's a little bit older. It's showing 2,169 new members. The opt-in conversion rate is just basically from a control. It's at 38%. We've sent 5,700 clicks to that page, and it's got 38% opt-in conversion. We will test and tweak that opt-in page more over the coming weeks, and we want to get that above 40, ideally 45, 50. We'll take it anything higher if we can, but typically around 40%, like we were discussing earlier on. That's a great place to be at. And the product that we sell as the Tripwire product that we sell behind that membership site is actually another membership site. And at the moment, we're already on course to hit sort of 25% conversions. It's at 22, and it's what we class as sort of early days in the cycle, because as people come into the free content and work the way through that, they get more and more exposure to this lower priced next upgrade level. So we expect those numbers within maybe a month or so will probably be around 30%. It might be a little bit higher. And this new project's worth noting because we're going to break that down a little bit later on for you. The thing to point out here is that this system really does work, and it's pretty easy to do. We generated over $10 million of our own product sales using this system, and $5 million plus in commissions promoting other people's products. So, I mean, but anybody can do this. What I'm not quite sure, I can't see in the dashboard, maybe I'm clicking the thing wrong, but I want to ask a question. Could people type in yes if they feel now that they could replicate this model? Could you create these free memberships and give them away to people? Just type in yes. And could somebody tell me where I can see where people are answering that? Because I don't seem to have that. Jeremy, where can I see that?
Simon, it should be in the questions. If you pop out underneath, it says webcam, and then there's a line that says questions. And they are
it, yes.
Yes, they're typing yes, yes, yes. John Biesel, yes, heck yeah, wow yeah. Fiona Oscott, yes, 10 times. Derek King, yes, please. Stephen Ellis, yes, yes, yes. Gus Gase. Yeah, there's a ton of them. I could read for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, guys. I'm like we said earlier on, we haven't done very many webinars where we talk about this sort of stuff, so I just didn't know my way around the interface. That's a terrible crime to admit to. Okay, would you type in yes if you'd like to make $15 million using this system? I'm now looking at you saying yes, so type yes. I want you to type yes into this system.
Yep, we're getting more yeses.
Yes, okay, that's great. Okay.
Mel Rosamond, Chris Pratt. Oh, heck yes. Yes, I think so. Oh yeah, will there be a replay? I think they're consuming your content big time. Yes, of course. Yeah,
that's great.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I like that. I saw that. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, so like we said, you can use this to promote your own product. So if you have a product or a service, you could use a free membership to promote it. One of the things that we use it a lot for, Jeremy and I create a lot of software products, software as a service. And a lot of those tend to have annual subscriptions. So I just want to expand on this a little bit here, just to show you what this can actually do. It's hard to sell a subscription product. You ask anybody that sells subscription products at volume, it is hard. It's hard to get people to say yes and give you the money, whether it's a monthly or an annual subscription. And it's hard to get people to stay on board. Churn it's something that you basically need 4 eyes, 2 at the front of your head, 2 at the back of your head, just to keep on top of it. It's very hard to sell subscription. It's not hard to sell subscription, for instance, though, if you create a free membership, you bring the maximum amount of people in to start building this audience, and then your upsell could be for an upgrade to the next level of membership, which is an easy sell, and that could include bonus access to your software for however long you want to make that available for. So let's say 12 months access to your software, and that's included in the membership upgrade. So what that actually does is it soft sells the product that you want to sell. You're not asking them for any money. You're not asking them to make a commitment to an annual or a monthly subscription. You're going to give them access to the software product that you sell as part of their upgrade in your membership. That also adds value to that membership upgrade. So now they're getting some cool software as well as more great content, which increases conversions of the membership upgrade. It kind of has this snowball effect. The more you do this and the more you integrate these things into your products and your services that you offer, the better it works. What this does is it finds you the best long-term users for your software. Those people are under no pressure to use your software immediately or pay another month before they've even started to use it. If you've given them 12 months of part of that, and you don't lose any income from this, because your membership upgrade can be what it was that you charged for the annual subscription to your software. And at the end of that bonus year for those people, you can say, okay, if you renew, 2 weeks early, you get another discount. So it's found you the best users. It's taken the pressure off people to not have to start using your software straight away. It finds you the best customers, the people that will stay, and once they pay the next rebill, in 12 months or 6 months time, they're likely to be users for life. And that's how this works. It's very, very powerful. Now, let's say you have a coaching program that you sell. If you've got something like a flagship product that sells at around $200 to $1,000, something like that sort of price range, you could make that your first or second membership level upgrade. So behind the free membership, you're offering, your coaching program as an upgrade in that membership. And what you're actually doing here is you're lowering the resistance to people saying no. You're engaging them, you're giving them free content first, which increases the chances of them wanting to become students in your coaching program later. We see so many people that just try and sell a coaching program directly, and it's a yes or no decision. Somebody lands on your page, they read your sales letter, they watch the video, and they make their mind up, and then probably 90% or more will leave. 99% in a lot of instances. Sometimes you have to do other things to be able to sell this. You need to get people in, and the perfect way to do it is with a free membership system, free but presented as a valuable, as a valuable thing that people can have. We go back to all the things where it creates engagement. You're already seen as an expert and an authority. And if you make sure that your membership content is useful and actionable and deliver value, but at the same time have it so it's kind of incomplete and people need to take the next step, the progression is from the free part of the membership to the upgrade. And that upgrade now is your coaching program that you can sell for $1,000 to a far, far more engaged and tuned in audience. Okay, now I guess there are people that are thinking, okay, this sounds great and it might work for me, it might not work for me. And when we've talked to people about this before, there are kind of 4 reasons why people say, I can't do this because, okay? And the big 4 are, first of all, I need the right software. Okay, that's obvious. You need tools to be able to do things. Okay, the next one is I can't create these checklists. I don't know how to create a checklist. I can't code or whatever it is. I don't know how to do it. Okay, so that's normally typically number 2. I don't know how to create the right kind of content. And number 3 is I might struggle with traffic. Now, we talked about this earlier. If you have 5 of these sites, you are giving something away. If you can't give away 53 things a day, it's easy to do. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more later as well. Or you just don't know where to start. Okay, so those are the big 4 reasons. What we're going to do, I'm going to start. Let's start at number 1. It makes sense, right? Jeremy, I'm going to hand over to Jeremy. Deborah, could you switch us over from presenter mode so Jeremy can then share his screen with you, and everyone can see what Jeremy's going to cover, because we want to talk about one of our software products called Product DYno.
Yes, so Jeremy, you are now being asked to be presenter.
Okay, great. Let's see here if I can do this right, do the clean version. Okay, all right, can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to kind of walk through this backwards from the front end to the back end. So I'm going to start with our landing page on this new experiment that we've talked about. And as you can see, it's just a simple landing page. We got headline, subheadline, and we're giving away access to 10 exclusive tools worth $99. So the key here is that they're not just some freebie, something we're actually, is worth some money we're selling. And we have not just 1, but 10 of them. So we put the ultimate traffic planner at top. That seems to be a topic a lot of people have problems with, is getting traffic. We have other topics such as commission blogging, under list building. We have some swipe files. We have some things about being an entrepreneur and success mindset, as well as product brainstorming. So we give away all of these, and all they have to do is enter their name and email. Now, another key thing that we do here is we also say, we'll send you the hottest software and exclusive training offers straight to your inbox, so you're always one step ahead of the competition. So by doing this, and also the headline is we will find you the best marketing deals. We're giving away something for free, but we're also warming them up so that they're ready to buy stuff after they get on our email list and start consuming our content. So we're already telling them up front, hey, we're going to send you some cool stuff, and if you like it, you can buy it. So, and also after they enter their email, not only are they added to our email list, to get access to the member area, and Simon touched on this earlier, but we actually send them through the process of going to a checkout page with 100% off coupon code to complete their access. So what this does is it gets people used to checking out with you so they feel safe, and to build trust so that the next time they see your checkout page, when you're actually selling something, it becomes easier for them to buy stuff from you. And it also shows it's a paid product, not just some freebie. And again, that helps build the reciprocity, which we mentioned before. And so that the next time, you ask your members to buy something, they're be more than happy to return the favor because they've gotten so much value from you for free already. Okay, so some important points here. I'll just touch on these if you want to write these down. So again, email, and then going into our deal sequence and going through the checkout process. So two things. So email into mailing list into automation, which is our deal sequence of our best performing offers, such as group funnels that we mentioned before. All right. And this was not just randomly put together. The topics that we chose are not just random and we thought, oh, this looks good, let's just throw it up. This was meticulously thought out and planned. We researched our best performing offers and potential offers over the past year and even further back. We went by EPC, popularity, trustworthy, support. Like we have a whole bunch of factors that we put in. So we don't just look at the money, we look at everything. Does the product have great support? Does it have a good team behind it? Is it solid product? Is it really helpful? So we look at a lot of different things. And then we reach out to those vendors and work out some evergreen private deals. And then we keep testing things and testing new offers and adding new offers. And if things sometimes get pulled or added, but it's always constantly in motion. So the 10 tools that we're giving away were all planned to best fit the back end deals that we're offering to people to kind of warm people up. So when you're thinking about building your email list and giving stuff away, you want to always work backwards. So write this down. Always work backwards when planning your marketing campaigns and business goals. And also, don't just give random stuff away to get an email and you're done. Have a plan in place. Always have a reason you're giving something away that fits your marketing plans and strategy. Don't just give away freebies. Give away paid products to build up reciprocation. Okay, next, I'm going to go to the access page. So this is our member area. And this is what people see when they go to log in. So I just want to touch on a key point on the login page. You notice there's a banner to the right. It could be to the right or left, but this could be used for anything you want to drive more traffic to. Could be another membership site, could be a paid product, could be a back-end course or service you have, a coaching program, a webinar, Facebook group, anything you want. Okay, so we're just going to log in here, and these are for the 10 tools. Oops, looks like we have a timeout. That's a security measure. I'll just refresh here. There we go. Okay, so logged in, and if you notice, what's at the top? At the top is not the first freebie, it's actually our resources and offers. So this is done. I'm sure a lot of you have probably experienced this where you need a carton of milk, a carton of eggs, you need some butter, you go to the supermarket, guess where they put it? In the very back corner. So you have to walk through the entire store just to get your essential items that you went in there and planned to get. And along the way, of course, they're hoping that you buy other stuff. And this usually happens to me. I'm sure it probably happens to a lot of people. So this is why we put it at the top. So by going here first, we're now already showing people some of our best deals. And they can click here to see our new deals from our partners. They can see our own deals down here. So that was done on purpose. So don't be afraid, when you have a membership site to, be upfront with things and put your ads and where you want to send people to go. Kind of guide them where you want them to go. So below that, we have the tools, and these are all the checklists and the planners. And what we did is we put some of the more popular ones, like the Ultimate Traffic Planner, the first 1,000 subscribers, we put those at the bottom so that people can see the other ones as they go along. So let's just click on this one. I'll just show you real quick kind of how they work. Okay, so this is the Ultimate Traffic Planner checklist. And the way that we boost engagement is fully interactive. So let's say somebody wants to learn how to do some SEO. So they click this, the notes drop down, they can read that. Okay, great, I've done this. Now the progress bar starting. Go to the next step, great, done that, et cetera, et cetera. And let's say on Monday, they come in and they do a whole bunch of these, spend an hour in here, and then now they've got enough stuff to do, so they go off and take action, and they completed, 7 out of 101 steps. Now, Tuesday, they come back and log in, and maybe they start on here, and they start checking these off, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, and so on. And you kind of get the idea here for the engagement. This is not something where they just log in once, and then that's the end. They can come in here again and again, and check their progress. The progress doesn't disappear, it stays with them. If they want to start over, they can do that. They could give it to the person on their team who just is in charge of traffic. They could do this. So a lot of cool stuff in here. And another thing that you could do is you could actually embed some of your resources right inside the content. So if you have, say, something that you want somebody to buy that's maybe yours or maybe an affiliate link, you could say, okay, you need to do this in step 3. You need to go sign up for GrooveFunnels. You need to go do this, and then they sign up, and now you're making a commission, and it's right inside the content, so it seems natural to them. Okay, so I'll just go over a few take homes to take some notes here. Check my notes. Right, so write this down. Okay, you can boost engagement with the membership site that's interactive by showing progress or is drip fed to your members. And we'll touch on drip fed content a little later. But this keeps your members coming back over and over. Okay, this helps build authority, becoming an expert in your niche with really good content. And it avoids information overload because you're breaking things down in easy to follow chunks, steps, and sections. You're not giving somebody a 500-page book. You're giving something little quick action steps and breaking it down for them. And these quick little wins, this is a key here, quick little wins, your members will feel good that they've accomplished something when they can check off items, they can mark them as complete, and then go take action. And now they've got something done for the day. So quick little wins, write that down. And more back-end revenue by monetizing as many areas of your member area that you can. The login page that I showed you earlier, resources page area, placement links in your content, steps to affiliate links, your own products, all of that good stuff. Okay. Another cool thing is you could have a video on top of the checklist here where you could actually welcome them in. So a lot of cool stuff here. Okay, next, I'm going to go into the back end of Product DYno. As you can see, this is powered by Product DYno. And so here I am inside our Product DYno account. And I've got 5 main points to cover here. So the first one, I want to talk about products and collections and explain a little bit how that works, because it's pretty cool. Collections is very unique to Product DYno. So if you think of it like this, a product is a component, and a collection is kind of like a membership. Okay, so collection is our version of memberships. Products are the components. Okay, so the cool thing is you can use products in multiple collections, like memberships, and in multiple collections. So even if you're not grasping this right now, but once you will, okay, trust me, it makes it super easy to build sites out quickly and reuse your content. Okay, so that's a key here. So I'll just show you how that works. So here's some products, and here's like the traffic planner, commission blogging, all of the ones that I just showed you. This is the back end. And these are super easy to manage. So if I want to say the ultimate traffic planner, just manage it. Go here. And you can see that we've got this protected with our external content because we're using quick list to power those. And I'll let Faraz talk about that a little later. But this is pretty nice how they work together. So let's go back here. So I can customize it. You know, I could manage the login page. I can manage the sidebar inside. I could add banners if I wanted to. I could manage the header, change the colors, all that good stuff. I could add top menu links for more resources, all super easy to do. Okay, so we've got all the products set up. Then if I go to, once the products are set up, these could be sold individually, given away individually. But what we've done is we created a collection of all 10 of those. So if I click here, this is the collection. And here you can see how they're all grouped in here. And you can add more, just click add products to collection. And now, instead of having 11 different login links and stuff for each one of these, it's one login URL for your customers for anything that's in the collection. So this is a really cool way where you can cross-sell your other paid products. So let's just say, for example, that we gave away 6 of the, or let's just say 5. We give away 5 of these, and the other 5 we charge for, but it's one login. So our members log in, they get the 5 that they got, you know, for free. And now when they click on the links for these, they would have to pay. And you can easily change this by just going like this. And you click, you put a sales page URL, and now your member, when they click access, they go to the sales page, they buy it and add it to their collection. So this is a great way to cross-sell things or group things and just keep things well organized. Okay, next, I mentioned engagement, boosting engagement with drip-fed content. So that's a really cool way, and Product DYno makes it easy here. And we'll go in, just show you how that's done a little bit here. Okay, so drip content, you would click this, and then you can drip feed your content. We don't do that with the checklist because they're already interactive. But let's say you had a course or something, and you know, maybe it's a 20-part video course, you can easily drip feed that by scheduling when they get it. Is it daily, weekly, monthly? Great for recurring billing opportunities. Okay, so again, all of that stuff helps build authority, boost your engagement, and you're continually boosting exposure to promotional items, more revenue as your members feel safe, they trust buying through you over time. Okay, so all of that stuff works together. Okay, these are really easy to set up, and I'm just going to show you kind of quickly. I'm not going to go too in depth, you know, with the technical stuff, but I just want to show how easy it is to set up a new product in a collection using our wizard. So let's just say I logged in for the first time, I want to create a new product. So I'll just click wizard, keep it simple here. I'll just name it Ruby Test 10. Now I can create a subdomain. And the nice thing about that is you don't need to have pages or domains set up. You can if you want, but you don't need to. This just makes it quick to get up and rolling. of course you can use Groove pages and anything else on your own domain. I'll just say paid access, and then choose where you want to host your content. You can say on product DYno. This keeps it super simple, or you could say on my own site. So we're just going to keep it simple today. Then you'd add your logo, continue, and you're done. And then you can go in and start customizing it. And it's really that easy. So you can use the pre-done templates that we have to get, say, your content. So if you go to manage content, what we did is we put blocks and sections in for you so that you can easily kind of see, it's a template, so to say, where you can start. And all you have to do is click manage content. And now you can add your audio. You can add videos for your video courses, images, graphics, add your text, add files. Maybe you have workbooks and worksheets that you want people to download. You can even add a code if you want, for tracking, or maybe you want to have a support bubble like we have here, right? And then you can check your drip settings, right? So enable your content to be shown on specific days. So you can click yes, you can turn that on and guide all of that. And there's supporting files and just a lot of other things. It makes it super easy to just manage everything. Okay, and another really cool feature is cloning. So let's say you've set up a product, and let's say you have another product that you're selling. Let's just say it's a course or something, and it's very similar layout. Everything's, the templates, everything's kind of the same. All you need to do is just go in and just change the videos out and just change the text out. Well, what you can do is click this, and that will duplicate the product. And now, boom, in about 1 second, you now have another product set up that you can just go in and edit. And you can even do this on a collection. So we could go into, say, the collection I just showed you. I could click duplicate and boom. And let's say you wanted to run, just thinking of some other things you could do here. Let's say you wanted to run a marketing test where, maybe you're testing your social media traffic and your email traffic and your partner traffic. Maybe you have an affiliate program. You could just clone it and then set up a new one, and maybe that's your affiliate program, and you keep them separate. Just a lot of different things you can do here. Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to go over is integrations and regular updates. Now, I don't know about you guys, but we've used a ton of software over the years, and the thing that really bugs us is when they just die and they're just no longer supported. We always support our software, so we have everything is transparent. We even let our members tell us what they want with suggestions. Let's click that. So our members can log in and add suggestions for us that we consider, and sometimes we pick them. And sometimes we have our own, and it's a real mix. So last considered, these are things that our members have asked us they'd like, and we'll consider them. And then we show what we're started on, what's been completed. So very transparent about that. We also show our members change log. So steady updates every couple of weeks, stuff is rolling out. This goes back for a long time. We even have how-to videos, quick start guide, a lot of support here. Right. So there's also for developers, if anybody listening is a developer, we have a full open API for that as well, where you could even you could sell your WordPress plugin, for example, using product DYno and license it. You could say, hey, pay $50 a month, and you get 10 license. You can use it on 10 websites or something. So a lot of cool stuff you can do there. Okay. We also have our integrations. So for payment processors, we fully integrate with GrooveSell. We worked with Mike's team on that and got that done so that you can use GrooveSell as your checkout. And that way you can use your Groove pages to set up things, use GrooveSell to sell it, and then deliver them, via product DYno. Really cool. We have a lot of email integrations. We're going to be working with Mike on Groove Mail next to integrate that. We also integrate with webinar services. And again, we're going to be working with Mike to get Groove Webinar when that's up and running, as well as Groove Video. So this is really cool. We integrate with a lot of different platforms. We're not asking you to switch. We're just asking you to integrate, and very easy to do that. Another thing, which you saw for a split second, is business intelligence. And I'm not going to show that because there's some sensitive data on there. Sorry about that. But what that allows you to do is see easily who your best customers are, which products are doing well. You can see kind of a bird's eye view. And I don't know, if you wanted to go crazy and use multiple payment gateways, you could even see the stats and the data from all your payment gateways in one place. So a lot of cool stuff you can do with that. And I'm actually going to show you the quick list side of the stats, speaking of business intelligence. So I'm just going to go into the quick list. This is our admin for quick list. And these are the checklists I just showed you on the front end. And this is great for market research because this is showing us, and now all of you are just showing, we're pretty open about our research here. This changes daily. But the reason it's not showing open rates and total leads is because we're not using the built-in landing page. We're using our own in our own opt-in system. Otherwise, these would show numbers. But total visits, this means people who have gone to the checklist and started using it, right? So this is very useful. We can see which checklists are the most popular. And as you can see, six-figure funnels is very popular. So is first 1,000 subscribers, and so is Ultimate Traffic Planner. So what we'd probably do, a blog post is also up there, is look at our top performers and look at how we can expand on that, possibly with an upgraded plan in the future built around those topics, or how can we find more products of our own or affiliate products that are on these topics that we can plug in. Since they're super popular, it means people want to learn more. So, you know, six-figure funnel checklist, super popular. Well, maybe people would want to have some software that could build funnels. Hey, Groove Funnels, there you go, right? So this is great for market research in Product DYno. So you can see that in Quick List as well as Product DYno. So I know I've gone over a ton of stuff here. I hope I didn't overwhelm anybody. There's a ton more I could go over, but this would be here for hours. So what I want to do is just show the basics. I'll just recap here. So collections and products, that's key, right? A lot of cool stuff you can do with that. Drip feed your content, right? To boost your engagement, right? Easy to set up, clone your sites, saves tons of time. You know, instead of spending days and hours setting up a site, now it's a couple seconds, right? And integrations, regular updates, we got you back. And then a lot of advanced features, capabilities. So I think we've covered a ton of cool stuff now that you can do with Product DYno to build, manage, and grow your memberships. We touched a little bit on Quick List, right? But barely scratched the surface on what you can do really. So our buddy Fraz here can explain that to you a little bit more, since he's the head developer and owner of Quick List. I should add, he's also the head developer of Product DYno. So he's brilliant with how he's built this out. So I'd like to turn it over to him so he can show you all the cool stuff that Quick List can do. So Deborah, if you could switch to
Sure. So you want to go over to Fraz, right?
Yeah, over to Fraz. Thank you.
Yep. We will get. We have a lot of staff right now, so scrolling down. We have Fraz as organizer. We're making you presenter now, Fraz. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay.
You should be able to share screen.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you, Deborah and Jeremy. Hey guys, so you already have seen a glimpse of Quick List in Jeremy's presentation. Basically, Quick List helps you to overcome your content problems. This is the simplest, the fastest, and the easiest way to generate more content in less time. What you need to do, you need to simply, one second, let me close the screen. Okay, you simply need to add a section or subsections and you are done with the checklist. You don't need to write a complex book or shooting expensive videos. Quick List can fill this gap. Moreover, it is not your typical boring content, but engaging and interactive one. So your prospect may see the progress, as Jeremy was showing you, what they have done and what is left. So the progress bar is an interactive one. And if you want to explain your point, you don't need to explain with text only, but you can also put the links or even a video to explain what you are explaining. And it's really simple. You just need to put the link and hit the save. This will show or have the video with the explanation. And one of the most important parts of any lead magnet or tripwire is the continuation, or showing the next step to your prospect. Quicklist has got a nice feature that you can use to reward, gamify, or simply upsell after your prospect has completed that checklist. And it is this completion pop-up. What it does, you simply need to enable this option and put your heading, subheading, and the explanation you want. And if you have an action button, you can type the button text and the link. After that, you just need to hit the save button. And this is you will see a new option, completion pop-up. Once someone has gone through the whole checklist, this pop-up will appear on their screen. Now you can show them what they need to do next, or if you want to sell something, you can do that as well. And if you want to customize the colors and of this pop-up, you have total control over it. You just need to go to the settings again and fonts and colors, and you can make any changes over here. Okay, we also know that if you want to show yourself as an authority, videos play a very big role. What you can do using the quick list, you can put a video on top of this, on top of your checklist, and it's really easy. You just need to go back to the settings, checklist, and inside the subheading, you can add your Vimeo or YouTube video by just putting the URL and hit this save button at the bottom. Your users will see the video on top of it. Okay, so it's really easy. This editor and creating this checklist is the easiest thing. One of the awesome features of Quicklist is the done for you template column. We release 5 to 10 done for you templates each month, and you are only a click away to make those done for you checklist templates yours. Let's say I want to have this step-by-step guide for Snapchat's ads. I will just simply click on this, copy to my account, and here it is mine. I can use it right away. I can just grab the URL and use it or send the traffic to it. Or if I want to embed this into my membership, I can embed it to my membership. And since you guys are using the group funnels, if you have your own landing page, you can use this, and you can generate or create the page using group funnel, but use the quick list on top of it. Let me also show you how easy it is to duplicate or clone any checklist. So maybe you have put some time on this particular demo checklist, and you simply want to clone it with all the colors and everything, but you want to change a little bit of content. Just simply click on this duplicate button and hit this duplicate. This will duplicate the content or this particular checklist to your account on a single click. Okay, now here is the best part. Quicklist integrates with Product DYno seamlessly. We have a lot of integrations inside Product DYno, and one of the integration is Quicklist. Under the other integrations, you just simply you need to connect your Quicklist account here. To connect the Quicklist account to your Product DYno account, you need an API key. Under your Quicklist account, under my account, you can find your API key, grab it from there and paste into your account. I already have connected it, my Quicklist account to Product DYno. So let me show you how easy it is to embed any of your Quicklist checklist into the Product DYno. We have a drag and drop editor inside Product DYno. that is really easy to use. And we have one component, quick list. You simply need to drag the quick list icon and select your quick list account. Then you simply need to select the desired checklist from the drop down and hit this add button. And here you go. This is how easy it is to embed checklists inside your Product DYno product. Okay, so you already see that the quick list is so powerful. No matter what niche you are targeting, you can create the content for it. Whether it is diet and fitness, or homeschoolers, or pets, or anything else. Simply find and research some of the related articles, pick up important points, and create a checklist out of it using quick list. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this little demo of quick list. That's all from my side, and thanks for listening. Back to you, Simon.
Thanks, Fraz.
Thanks, Fraz. Deborah, could you work your magic again for us, please?
I sure can. You now have controls. Starting to read your mind.
Okay, so the third point on our list, and this is one of the things that I'm most excited about, to be perfectly honest with you. It's in development right now, and it's going to be available in Q1 2021, and it means that your traffic problems will be gone. And finally, everybody, we can talk about the wombat.
Yay.
Now, can you say yes to me if you want to know what the heck the wombat is? Or our wombat, should I say?
Well, I sure would if I was listening. He's pretty cute. Huh?
Okay. Okay, well, that's actually a bare-nosed wombat, so it's not just your bog standard wombat. Okay, so what actually is the wombat? Well, it's an acronym, and it stands for Word of Mouth Big Audience Targeter, which is kind of a bit crummy on the end of it. Big audience targeter, we just like the word of mouth bit at the beginning, but what we're also saying is the bat at the end of it is something that you can hit your competitors over the head with. Okay, because what you're going to be able to do with this module, it's going to be an add-on for Product DYno, and we're going to actually include this for you. And what this does is you can reward a member with another product that, you know, Jeremy talked earlier on about the products and the collections. You can reward a member with a product or a collection or actually anything when they refer X numbers of users to your membership site. As far as I'm aware, there is no other membership platform that includes anything like this. And you would have to pay hundreds of dollars a month, even thousands of dollars a month for a viral marketing referral system. But this is going to be built directly into Product DYno. And the reason why we wanted this for so long is it's a big problem for a lot of our audience is getting traffic. It's hard to get traffic. You know, there's no mistake about it. It's hard to get traffic. So if we can build something into the system that gets the traffic for you, you know, people are going to get a lot more benefit from the software. So word of mouth marketing. It's the most effective recruitment tool there is around. You know, we've looked at surveys and studies that show that 90% of people said that they find peer-related suggestions far, far more compelling than advertisements. So if a friend tells you to go and check something out, you're much more likely to do it than if you see an ad. Or if I tell you, hey guys, you should go and look at this, great, okay, you might do, you might not. But if your friend or somebody who you share a hobby or an interest with tells you about something that's cool and ideally that's free, you know, hey, I've just joined this free membership, it's really cool, there's loads of cool checklists, it's really helping me, click here, and they use the referral link to send people to your free membership. It can also work with paid membership, so you can actually use this as an affiliate program as well. You can reward people with, you know, maybe you reward them with the upgraded membership, maybe you reward them with something that you don't let anybody else have access to, all kinds of things. You can use it just to send an email to people to say, you know, this is great. You've hit the number of referrals needed. Here's a link to go and get your $25 Amazon voucher, or here's a link to go and claim your free t-shirt or your free hat or mug or anything like that. Okay, and word of mouth marketing is used by lots of big companies. It's super effective. I mean, just as an example, here are a few of the ones that have had massively successful word of mouth marketing campaigns, but small businesses are able to use it too. And now with the Wombat add-on inside Product DYno, it's going to be something that you're going to be able to use too. So just let me give you a few examples of how people have actually used word of mouth marketing. Airbnb is the first graphic up there. In 2009, Airbnb had 21,000 guests in the year. They use a viral word of mouth marketing system. In 2016, they had 80 million guests. So they went from 21,000 to 80 million in the space of 7 years. Dropbox, I'm guessing that most people that are watching maybe have a Dropbox account, and if you do, you know, if you refer somebody else to Dropbox, they'll give you some free storage. And these guys they went from 100,000 users in 2008 to 34 million users and a $10 billion evaluation in 2017. They're a host. They host things for you. It's nothing exciting, but they used viral word of mouth marketing to grow rapidly. Robinhood it's a trading app. They used a word of mouth marketing campaign before they even launched the product. And in the pre-launch alone, had over 1 million people waiting to download that app. And the way that they did that, they said, okay, we're coming soon. Sign up now and we'll let you know when we're available. So you would sign up for that, and then they would send you an email and said, hey, that's great, you're now 4,576 in line to get access to this. But if you'd like to jump the queue, tell a few more people. And that brought them 1 million people in the pre-launch. Tesla, a lot of people don't know this, but if you recommend people to Tesla and they buy a Tesla Roadster, or they order a Tesla Roadster, you get 2% off. Okay, so if you refer 50 people to Tesla, you could get a brand new Tesla Roadster for free. And Elon Musk, he's got form with viral marketing campaigns and word of mouth marketing campaigns. They did it when they started PayPal, and PayPal gave you money to recommend their service to your friends. And using that system, recruited 100,000 users in the first month. And back in 2000, when they were doing this, I mean, they actually still do this, but back in 2000, when they were doing this, went from 1 million to 5 million users in a year. And Uber have also used this. They spread to 50 countries in 3 years. 50 countries in 3 years, that's phenomenal. And that was basically, a lot of that was down to the word of mouth campaign that they had to recruit drivers and recruit users. The Hustle, it's a newsletter that I enjoy reading. They have a reward system where if you recommend X number of people, they'll send you some stickers for a laptop. Send more people, they'll give you a hat, t-shirts, all that kind of thing. And that's something that you could do with your membership sites using this word of mouth big audience targeter, or let's call it word of mouth bat, that you can hit people with. Okay, so I want to just explain a little bit of how this would work. So step one, the member joins your free membership site and they're enjoying the content that you put in there. They go working their way through the checklist. You say to them, hey, do you know somebody else that would be interested in this? Because if you tell them about it and they join, it doesn't cost that person anything to join, but you tell them about it through your link. And if you tell 3 people, we'll give you this. So we're giving that unique referral link. They can share it with their friends and contacts. And this works incredibly well with memberships, because you'll find, I don't know if you've probably heard the expression birds of a feather flock together. Well, if somebody's interested in a specific topic that they've joined your membership for, they're more than likely going to know other people that are also interested in that topic. So your members can become your best advocates. Okay, and so the next step is when they hit that number of referrals, let's say you say, tell 3 people or tell 5 people, about this free membership, this cool free membership. Tell just 5 of your friends, and I will give you the upgrade. I will give you this cool product. I will give you this other membership. All those kind of things. You can incentivize it with what they want the most. So they're going to work hard to do that, to bring people in. And like I said, the reward can be any other collection or product or anything you want it to be. Okay, and when you start to look at the potential for growth on this, let's say you've recruited those 50 members that we talked about at the beginning of the call. If you say to those members, we're going to give you an upgrade to our pro version of the membership, or we're going to give you a t-shirt if you refer 3 people to this system. And let's say that half of those members think, yeah, that sounds like that's a cool thing. I want to grab this, I want the free mug or whatever it is that you're offering them. And they promote their link to 3 people. That means that you've now got an extra 75 members that you haven't had to send to your membership system. And if those people do the same thing again, where you started at 50 members, you're now at 230. That's how quick this can multiply. Okay. Jeremy, do you want to talk about what comes next after the Wombat?
Sure. Yeah, thanks for explaining that, Simon. So number 4, I don't know where to start. A lot of people struggle with this. We know, we've all been there. And this is why Simon and I are putting together a brand new private masterclass that's going to come out Q1 2021. And we're going to show step by step behind the scenes. We're going to go, how we went from absolutely 0 to 2,000 members in less than 2 months. And we're going to show everything step by step. So today was really quick, but in this masterclass, we're going to go through everything from the initial research, how we broke it down, what did we look for, how did we plan things out, all the way to content development. So where did we find the content? How did we create the content? What's our structure plan for that? How do we do that? Because we create a ton of content every year. So we're going to show you how we do that, as well as a super in-depth, step-by-step setup of using product DYno. So again, I kind of went quickly today, but the masterclass is going to be super, super detailed, as well as the quick list side creation for creating something like we did, where I just showed you with all of the checklists and planners in there. We'll show you exactly how to do that, as well as making everything work together seamlessly. So luckily, product DYno makes it super simple using little webhooks and native integrations. So it'll be really easy, but we'll show you exactly which button to push and which code to put in, etc., to make it super simple, as well as the funnel and monetization strategy. So this is, the revenue side. So the primary objectives, how we think of those, what do we write down, how do we get there, timelines we used, as well as the copy used, to help get people's attention to, about the product that we're giving away or selling, as well as the ads used, paid ad, free ads, everything, just all the material, all the promotional material. We'll show the emails, everything, as well as the upsells. We'll go behind the funnel. We'll break down how it works from start to finish, and that's the direct immediate revenue to create self-liquidating funnels, ideally, so you can run paid ads to. And then the back end, monetization generation. That's where the real magic happens. If you have a good back end, each user might be worth $10 or $20 to you immediately, but over the course of 6 months to a year to 2 years, that same user might be worth $5,000 to you. So we're really going to break it down for you. So again, we don't do this, as we already mentioned, we don't do a lot of webinars. We also don't go on stage. We don't do, masterminds if we do the remote. So this is going to be really special. This is something that Simon and I really thought over well, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it for Mike's audience here, and really help him out. So Again, we're going to be working on that after the holidays. We got, a lot of holidays and stuff coming up this month and next month. So this will be released Q1 21, but this will take you and solve the issue of I don't know where to start. And by the time you're done with this, you should be, rolling. So to summarize, we'll show where to start, what markets, how to set it up, how to present your offer, and then finally, how to scale everything. Okay, Simon, you want to expand on that a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so first of all, Jeremy and I are going to make the videos ourselves. So a lot of the products that we create, we have people that create those products for us. This we're going to do special. We're going to actually make these ourselves. Okay, they might be a little bit rough around the edges, but what that means is that you're going to get all the nuances. You're going to get our thought processes to everything that goes on behind the scenes of these sites. And some of the sites that we've built have generated $2 million. Some have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in just a few weeks. We're going to go through what we're thinking before we say, okay, we need to build this kind of site. We'll cover everything, and this model will actually work in any kind of niche. You don't have to be in the internet marketing or business opportunity niche, or it will work in any niche, and we'll show you how to take these strategies and these concepts and apply them to any kind of business or marketplace. We'll go through how each element of this model is monetized and optimized. Jeremy touched on that, but we'll go through all the ways that we've learned over the years where we've lost money, where money has been left on the table. We'll show you how not to be in people's face. I don't mean to sort of hammer people, over the head, buy this, buy this, buy this, but all the places that you probably don't realize that you're losing revenue from inside these sites. We built an awful lot of membership sites, and we know, because we test everything, what to say to people once they've, to get that click initially, and then what to say to people when you want them to purchase the upsell, the upgraded membership, what you want them to see and what you want to say when you're promoting a product. And then how to scale and to duplicate what you have so that you can grow faster. Just as an example, I think we can just talk about this a little bit. Is one of the ways that we mentioned earlier is that we never present these memberships as free. We present them as paid memberships that people can get for free. We talked about that at the beginning. So one of the things that I'll be going through with you is how we present that offer to people, and we do it in a very specific way. And I'll just explain that a little bit for you. So for instance, we would say for a limited time, or we'd use a countdown timer for some visual scarcity, or till a specific date. That would be like the first line that we would use, and we would use that to create urgency. And then we would say something like, when you subscribe to my XYZ newsletter that gives you XYZ every X, so that's would be a time frame that allows you to set that expectation. So they know that they're getting the cool free membership, but they're also going to get your newsletter or the membership newsletter, and that's going to give them benefit every 2 weeks or every week or every day. You set that expectation in the statement when you get people in that call to action. And then we say you'll get, we never say I'll give you free access to XYZ membership, and then it's usually X price. Okay, you can't see that on the screen, but we will break that down, and we'll talk about things like the call to actions, the CTAs, how they work, and the test that we've done to use exactly the right words that optimizes opt-in conversion, upgrade sales, and all those kind of things. Even down to the opt-in form buttons that we use. Just one little tip here that people should make a note of this. When you create an opt-in form button, if you leave it as as most default are, where it says submit, who the hell wants to submit? Nobody. Or register. Sounds like I've got to fill in a form and pay some taxes or something like that. I don't want to register or submit. So what we use is a power statement in our call to action button. So we would say, yes, give me the free, XYZ, the free traffic trading membership. That where you have them command you is far more powerful on a submission button than you saying sign up here or sign up now. Get them to tell you to give you a command, and it's a subtle difference, but it makes a heck of a difference when you're talking about conversion. So there's tons of useful stuff that we've worked out through all the hundreds of tests that we've done over the years, and we're going to include all that. We're going to start recording this in December. We've got the holidays. This training will start filtering through to you guys in early January, and I would imagine it will be around 6 to 8 weeks duration of pure hardcore content. We won't make it so it's going to be accessible for everybody, but we're going to cover everything. So you can take a little piece of this and you can apply it to your own business, or you can go full on into this, building these membership systems, creating them for affiliate promotions to promote your own products. Can I just ask the audience a question? Because Jeremy and I were discussing this a little bit earlier today. Could you type in, if you would like to, once you start this masterclass, would you like to ask questions before? Would you like to send in some questions before that we can answer in the training specifically for you, or would you prefer after, so that we'll create the content and then you get an opportunity to type, to ask questions later, and we'll answer those questions? Just a quick, it'd just be interesting just to see, could you type in before or after, which would be kind of your preference, and we'll go back through those later and decide which way that we're going to do this. We want to have you as part of this. Okay, so you just before if you want to ask some questions first, or after if you want to ask some questions after you've gone through the training.
Looks like Janice is saying after, Allison Williams after, Fiona questions after, Joelle after, Jennifer Strickler says yes, both if possible, after Barjinder Kang, both before and after, says Elliot. After Laura White, both actually, Rodney Harris, after Joy Cole, after, before and after, Rick, before and after Rob Sexton, after Alan Phillips, after, before Thomas, after, before Tracy Palmer, I think before John Devine, after, before and after, before both. A lot of after. You keep coming.
Okay. Oh, okay. A lot of after, but some before and some both. Oh, well. Okay, what we'll do, Jeremy, we'll do both. We'll set something up that you can ask us the questions before, and we'll factor that into what we're showing on in the training, and we'll do it after as well. If there's something that, what we don't want to do is to go through all this with you guys. It really is a simple system, but there are a lot of nuanced things in it. So what we'll do a before and after. So we'll give you an opportunity to put some questions in before, and we'll address that in the training. And we'll also then, at the end of the process, after the 6 or the 8 weeks, we'll keep the system open for people, and people can ask questions about specific things. If you want to, you want to just cement the idea, we'll do both. Okay, so that's good to know, both before and after. Okay, so that's the toolkit. We all those 4 questions. You might not have the right software, you don't know how to create the content, you're not sure about the traffic. You need a toolkit for this, without going nuts trying to do it all yourself. So let's talk about that toolkit. Okay, so Product DYno is going to be the full fat version of Product DYno. It's everything. It's unlimited numbers of collections, unlimited numbers of products, unlimited numbers of members, essentially unlimited everything, unlimited SSLs, unlimited domains, everything that you could ever need. One of the things that Jeremy and I prefer to do is to give you so much runway with a product that you can scale immediately. If you created a membership site and on day 2 you have 50,000 members in it, it's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem if you have a system that only lets you have 1,000 members. So we never do that. Will be unlimited everything Product DYno, and the price for that is $2,000. Okay. We've also then got Quick List, and as Fraz showed us with Quick List, again, unlimited members, unlimited checklists, unlimited landing pages, everything unlimited. And also access to the template club. I believe right now there are probably 75 or so checklists that are already made for you. You'll never even have to create your own checklist, to be honest. And then every month there's a half a dozen new checklists that are coming in. So you could use those immediately and start building these memberships. The next thing on this is our friend the Wombat. And when this comes out, it's going to be ready in Q1 2021. So January, probably unlikely, more like, you know, February time. But we won't be offering this to people until probably Q2, but you will get it in Q1. Okay, and we'll actually show you in some of the training that we do as well how to use it and how to use it most effectively. Okay, and that's going to be $500 as an add-on to Product DYno. That'd be a one-time fee, but it would be an add-on to Product DYno. And then the masterclass, generally we would charge maybe a couple of $1,000s for our coaching that's at this sort of level, but this is not going to be a polished and sort of edited and perfect presentation. I don't know if you've kind of gathered that from the way that we've run this webinar. I guess if it wasn't for Deborah, you'd just be looking at a bright orange screen for 2.5 hours. We're a little bit rusty around this sort of thing, but it's going to be us talking to you directly. That's a $1,000 value in there, and the whole thing together comes to $4,988. And nothing else is required. You've already got Groove Funnels. You can create all the pages in Groove Funnels. You can use Groove Sell to use as your shopping cart system. So that on top of this is everything that you would need to create one of these membership sites or 1,000 of one of these membership sites. That's completely up to you, but we will not restrict what you do because we want to see people soar. Okay. Now, Jeremy.
Sure. Well, as you can see, it's great value the way it is. Hey, if you went and paid $5,000 today, it'd be well worth it. But we're not going to ask you to pay that much today because we want to do a special deal just for Mike and his groovy audience here. So we want to add a little fun to this as well. So we put together the How Much Do We Love Mike-O-Meter.
It would have been really cool if we could have had a bell noise or something like that at this point.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. So, hey, love him a little bit. You'll only pay $4,000. You'll save $1,000 though. So
thanks, Mike. We love you a tiny bit.
Yep. And remember, this is a one-time investment. No recurring on any of this. Kind of takes the pressure off a little bit. Plus, you can use Product DYno for your own products as well, not just checklists, but you can use them for full-blown courses, digital downloads, anything you want. But anyways, as you can guess, we probably like Mike a little bit more than a tiny bit.
So, bit more.
Yes.
Ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Sorry, this is the worst special effects ever recorded, isn't it? Ding, ding.
If we loved him a bit more, which we do, we'll take $2,000 off. So you only pay $3,000.
But if it was a lot, then we're probably not, the $3,000 off. And the price tag for you guys would be $2,000. Okay. So if we loved Mike a lot, you'd pay $2,000. Okay, you'd save $2,988, and to be honest, this is the actual price tag that we were going to place on this deal. It will definitely be the price tag that if we ever do this again. The last webinar we did was in 2009, so catch us in 2029, and it's going to be at least $2,000. However, Jeremy,
Yep. We've known Mike as a good friend for almost 20 years. Remember when we got started, and as you can see, what he said recently about our genuine support of Group Digital. Now, Mike's not here, and we were going to have him read it, but Deborah, would you mind reading what Mike had to say, if you don't mind?
Yes, and I've practiced my Mike accent, and I don't know that I've nailed it. yet.
Can you do your
So
mic in person?
my voice might be a little bit higher than Mike's, but we'll see.
All right, thank you.
I talked to Mike. I talked to him before he was flying, and he just gushed over you guys, everything that you've done, and you've been with him on every single launch. And yes, Mike himself says that Jeremy and Simon have been around since the start, and they're still growing strong because they operate with real integrity and generally care about their customers' results, which we're seeing just in this webinar alone. Okay, that was the Deb Cole part. Marketing good guys who create exceptional products, cutting edge software that works and lasts, and training that's based on proven, tried, and tested strategies that they've put into practice first. And this is what Mike was just sharing with me the other day when he was talking about you guys. Says Jeremy and Simon are straight up bona fide marketing champions. They've been our #1 affiliate for 2 years straight. And in fact, he actually told me personally, you've been involved in every affiliate contest. You've always made the top 10 leaderboard. Again, you've won cars because of how much you've been an awesome affiliate. Like what you do and your stuff and your strategies, it works because it's helped to sell Groove and Kartra and everything that Mike's been involved with. Point blank, there would be no Groove Digital without Jeremy and Simon. In Mike's best accent.
It was
Thank you.
thank you. And thanks again, Mike. So look, we know how much time, effort, and love that Mike has put into Groove Funnels because we've been there from day one with him. You know, when he first jumped on Skype with me and said, "Hey, check out what I'm doing," a few years ago, I was like, wow. So we've seen him progress. We know how hard he's working for you right now to be successful, and we know, we pay attention that he is not something new, of Mike. He's been doing the same thing, for 20 years. So he's a great guy. So let's hit the bar again.
Ding, 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 time.
Ding, ding, ding. So how much do we love Mike?
We love him the most.
Well, we love him the most, yeah, So because of that, you'll get everything that we just laid out, just a one-time payment, $997. It's going to save you almost $4,000 off the price tag. Like we said, because you're on this webinar, it's only going to be $997, and you're in Mike's audience. So we may never do this again. I don't know how long we're going to keep this offer open, but because you're here today, $997.
Yeah,
so if we ever do this again, it's going to be a lot more, but we really want to do something special here. And, if you break it down, so you might be thinking, wow, still a lot. Well, let's break it down a little bit. So look, it's not recurring. It's not $997 annual, right? It's just a one-time payment. There's nothing in the future, and then you've got everything. Lifetime product dyno, quick list. You've got our masterclass that will hold your hand along the way. You've got the new referral system that we're going to be adding into product dyno, and you've already got Groove Funnels. So what else do you need? So if you break it down, it's about $275 a day over a year. A lot less because I mentioned it's a lifetime deal, not annual. Now think of what you could buy for $2.75 a day, right? It's not a lot to have everything you need to create a thriving business. I mean, I like my coffee, and last time I checked, Starbucks at tall latte is about $2.95, something like that. A Big Mac, I don't eat those very often, but I do know they're only about $3.99, somewhere in there, and you won't get a heart attack with product dyno. So if you're ready to get started, you just type in the little box, just say, yes, I'm ready. Just say, yes, guys, yes, I'm ready. Just please type in there. We just want to see if you're ready.
Okay, all right.
Seems like people are ready.
Absolutely, yes. Someone's actually asking, not only are they ready, but they want to promote as an affiliate. And I love Mike Bray's comment earlier. Go on, we love Mike a ton, the most. So I think they love Mike.
Well, if you are ready to get started, we are looking forward to working with you. That's the key thing. We want you to use our system. We want you to do this because it's pretty easy, to be honest. I mean, Jeremy and I, we've been doing this a long time. Jeremy likes to spend most of his time halfway up the mountain, and I like to spend most of my time up to my nose in salty water. And we don't build things that are hard work for us. So we build things that are systematized, automated, that make a lot of money, yes, but they also give us an opportunity, to do what other things that we want to do as well. We love marketing. We kind of, we breathe it. We love testing. We love split testing. We love doing all the things related to marketing, but we also like to do other things as well. And these memberships can let you do that. That link will take you directly to the shopping cart, and you can pay one time $997, or if you want, you can spread the cost as well. You can do it in 3 easy payments of $397 as well. Okay, what I want you to think about is, if this toolkit and this business model, let's say you pick this up, let's say it doesn't kind of work great for you and it only makes you $100 a month, okay? You'd still be, your investment would still be positive within year one, okay? But we would feel like abject failures if that's all that happens. That's not going to happen. But if this only makes you $1,000 a month, you're going to be ROI positive in just 1 month. And what I wanted to do is, can I just give you guys an example of how you could take it easy with this and make $1,000 a month with it? If we ignore all the per click value that you will get later from the promotions to your members and all those sort of things, if we ignore that, and to be honest, that would be ignoring the biggest mountain of cash, but just for now, we'll just ignore that. To make $1,000 a month, you need to sell 50 $20 tripwire products, okay? 50 upgrade memberships. That's all you need to sell. And you can hit that with 200 members. 25% conversion into an upgrade is 50 upgraded members a month. And at $20, you could charge more. It depends, whatever it is that you want to make in your upgrade. But we'll use the $20. 50 of those people each month paying you $20 is $1,000 a month. Excuse me a second, I just need to cough. Sorry, that's better. I don't like coughing down the microphone. Okay, so that's 25% upgrade conversion of 200 members. And to get 200 members over a period of a month, 30 days, all you need is 7 people to sign up a day. And if that opt-in conversion is at 30 to 40%, like we're going to teach you how to get it to 30 to 40%, that means that you only need to send 20 clicks a day and you're giving something away. It's super easy. The system, believe you me, we have done every other hard way, haven't we, Jeremy? It's every other hard way we've tried it. And,
yep, and that's some.
And just think about how that could change things for you. $1,000 a month just on autopilot. You could use it to pay your mortgage. It could be health cover, car payments. It could be a vacation. If you're allowed out of the house. Unfortunately, the UK has just gone back into lockdown, so no vacations for me at the moment. But things are going to get better. So at some point, you're going to be able to take that cash and go off on a nice holiday somewhere that isn't in lockdown. Okay. And the one thing that I really like to do with this, and Jeremy and I are membership junkies. Like I said, if he's not watching me, I'm building one. If I'm not watching him, he's building one. Okay. The cool thing that you can do is to set a financial goal for each site that you build. And it's really motivating, and it gets you actually wanting to do this. And you build a couple, and you'll become addicted to it. I guarantee it. But you could build a site, and you could say, okay, well, this is going to cover my monthly car payment. Oh, and this, or I'm going to buy a new car in cash next summer. And in the past, I've actually done that. I've built membership sites that have paid for a Porsche, that have 4 vacations a year. I have set, this is a membership site that is going to buy me a Porsche. And I've had a few of them, okay? Or you could say that this site is going to be the health insurance for me and my family, or it's going to be a college fund for the kids. You know, I'm going to put the money that I make from the site into my retirement pot, and this thing is just going to go away. You just need to, you know, send a few people each day to go and get something for free. So you're not saying, hey, just give me your money. It's no, I'm giving you value first. And that's the key point. It makes actually making money online, you know, it's an awful lot less stressful if you're not trying to sell something to somebody. Just let the system sell itself. Okay. So whatever it is that you want that site to make some money for you for, whatever your thing is, whatever one of those things or whatever millions of other things it is that you want to spend your cash on, you build the site for that and you write it down. Get a marker pen, write it on a piece of A4 paper, stick it on the wall next to the side of your PC. I am building this site for X. And then every time you're working on that site, every time that you're sending out an email to members, every time that you are, you know, you're tweaking and honing the site and running the tests and everything else, you now know why. And it makes it super easy to stay motivated. This site is for my kids' college fund. It's very, very motivating. So that's something that I've done in the past, and I find that very helpful. So that's something that I think that would be, you know, pretty useful for people. So just as a quick recap, what we've covered: product DYno, quick list, the Wombat. There we go, the Wombat, and the masterclass, all for $997. So if you are ready to get started and you want to go straight in there, Jeremy, do you want to give them the details again?
Sure. Make sure you just go to, and you should get the checkout page, recap of the offer, and you should see actually two options. One is the one-time payment plan for just $997, or if you'd rather, you can spread it out by choosing 3-time payment plan. I believe it's 3 times $397. So whichever one works best for you, just tick the box and complete the checkout, and you will immediately have access to product DYno today, right now, within minutes, and quick list as well. You'll have both of those as soon as you sign up. And then you can have peace of mind knowing that the Wombat, the little buddy Wombat's going to be added on early next year to help kickstart things. And as also our private masterclass will be waiting for you. We will open the doors for you after the holidays next year and welcome everybody in. And like I said, this is a totally brand new opportunity offer that we put together just for everybody on the webinar today. We don't know how long we're going to keep this open. Also, if you have any questions that maybe we didn't cover and you just still have some questions, if you could please just type them in the box. We'll do our best to try to answer them. If they're, super technical related, just remember we have full support and tutorials and videos for product DYno as well as quick list. So no need to ask those here. If there are questions about, getting started, don't worry. Like we mentioned, we're going to be covering that in the masterclass. So if you have any further questions just overall, or something you'd just like to ask us about business, marketing, whatever, hey, we're happy to answer those, or the offer itself, hey, we're happy, we're here. Simon, we have some time here, I think. Deborah, are we still okay on time? Do we have another 5-10 minutes?
You absolutely do, because this was phenomenal. Some of the questions were coming in about payment plans that you already answered. Someone asked, they get paid next Friday. Could they buy next Friday? And so some of the questions we'll forward over to you. And I know your team is in there furiously answering all the questions. And then someone was asking about promoting as an affiliate. Okay,
great. Yeah, if you need a few extra days or something, just get with our support team. We'll definitely make sure you can get in. I believe Jennifer and Karina are helping answer questions right now. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Yeah, thank you.
If I could just add this, I want to talk about how you can crank up affiliate commissions. I know a lot of people on here are promoting Groove, and a lot of people are promoting other affiliate products. And in the masterclass, we'll really dig into this for you. But let me just give you a quick example how this could work for you. So let's say you're promoting an affiliate product, you're promoting Groove, or maybe you're promoting a collection of offers. What we do is we've touched on this before, but if you entwine the promotion within your free membership content, that works incredibly well. You know, step one, you need a GrooveFunnels account. Click here to go and get one. Step two, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's one way that you can do it. And what we recommend people do is present products as shortcuts. You know, we first of all, like Jeremy said, we don't promote everything just for the cash. We promote it because we know it's going to help people. So that's our ethos. We don't promote things. We're not in the launch circuit. We don't just jump on anything to promote. We only promote things that we know have genuine value to people, and that in turn increases the value of our memberships to our members. You know, they know that if we recommend something, we've not only have we used it, we've tested it, and then we promote it. So we present these offers, and everybody should do the same thing. Present them as shortcuts for people to save time or money, or some way that it's going to help them achieve the results that you want to teach them how to achieve, you know, inside your checklists. If you can recommend products that are going to help people, they're going to love you for it. And if you build memberships to serve those that are most likely to buy those offers, even better. So that's why research is important as well. So for instance, before we build a membership site, I would look at a marketplace and say, okay, is there a gap somewhere that somebody's missing something? Or is this, you know, I do the research, and we'll cover that in detail. Look at gap market, looking at the gaps and things like that, where you can fill in with free content and you can suck in an entire marketplace, not overnight, but within a few weeks, because you are filling a need, and we'll show you how to fill those needs for people. Okay. And then we'll show you how to promote offers in multiple ways. None of the cheesy, hey, go buy this, it's amazing. You know, you see that all the time. It's a real turn off. People aren't stupid. They know that those kind of marketers, what they're doing is that they're taking a check. They probably haven't even read through the entire JV document. That's the situation, unfortunately, with a lot of people. We don't do that, but we'll show you how to promote offers in multiple ways that really do resonate with people. So either, you know, video walkthroughs, or like we said, completing one of the action steps is to go and get the, you know, the product in question, and, you know, explain the long way of how to do something, and then introduce the product at the end of that and say, but if you don't want to spend 3 months SEO in your website, you could use this software as an example, you know, or it's a tech shortcut. It's an ally in their success. And that's the only thing that you should really be promoting in these memberships, something that's going to help your members even more, because that means they're going to stay members forever, okay, or for a very long time. If you only serve your members well, they'll stay and they will continue to buy, and you'll make a lot of money doing that. Okay, but you've got to give value and you've got to care. That's a good tip. I said we'll go through a load of this stuff in the masterclass, but one of the things that we found that really works well is if you have an interview with the vendor, it makes for great content. That could be part of your membership content, an interview with the person that's created whatever it is that you're going to promote, whatever that is. And you could then use clips of that interview to actually drive people into your membership site. So if you promote those clips on social media, or wherever on your blog, or wherever it is that you want to promote a clip, and just say, to get the rest, why don't you join my free membership? Boom, you've just got another member. They've watched part of that, they're interested, and now they've joined your membership, and now you're presenting them with a special offer or a deal to get that particular tool or product or whatever it is. And that's another thing that works really well as well, actually. If you secure a discount or coupon, you know, from the vendor for your members, that adds value to your membership, and it shows people that they've made a really good decision by joining it, because now the thing that is going to help them the most, they can actually get cheaper because they're a member of your site. And you might think, okay, well, how am I going to get discounts off people and things like that? Well, if you have a big enough membership database, you will get a discount, or you will get something that gives your members an advantage. So let me give you an example. Now, I can't do Mike's voice either, Deborah, so I'm not going to try. But let's say this was a phone call that Mike made to Jeremy. And Mike says, hey, Jeremy, I know you don't do this, but would you and Simon teach our Groove family something cool? Would you teach them a cool strategy that they can use in the business to grow the business faster? And Jeremy says, yeah, okay, sure. As soon as it's you, I'll do it, right? And then Mike comes back and says, okay, Could you also do a special deal for Groove people on Product DYno? I've got 40,000 people that have just joined us, and Product DYno is going to be really useful for them. But it's got to be a great deal because this is my family. Now, Jeremy didn't say, let me think about it, Mike, and I'll get back to you. He didn't say that. He said, right, yeah, sure, and that's why we're here. You'll be able to do the same as your membership database grows and you build an audience in those sites. You start to get power as an affiliate. Okay, it's really this just works on so many levels. It's incredible, and that's why, that's one of the reasons why you're getting this for $4,000 less than the public pricing and $1,000 less than anyone else is ever going to pay for this, because Mike hooked you up. Because Mike said, guys, I want you to do this incredible deal for people. That's why we're here doing it. You are his members. You are his family. And that's how it works. So you might not have 40,000 or 100,000 members to begin with, but you can still do that. Because what you could do, you could say to somebody, okay, I'd like to promote this to my membership and I'll take a reduced commission. Instead of giving me 50% commission, give me 25 and give me a 25% off coupon code that I could give to my members. Okay, or if that's not on the table, you could ask for a special bonus, for members. Can they get an extra level of something, or can they get an extra thing, or can they have access to one of your older products as well? And if you can't get that, if you're just starting and you have, the only people that's a member in your site to begin with is you and 3 other people, you haven't got a lot of leverage at that point, but you could offer them a complimentary bonus of your own when they buy that product. Now, one cool thing is this: once you start building these sites, you're going to have other ones. So the bonus could be you go and buy product X and I'll give you a membership in one of my other sites. It's normally $99, but you can get it for free when you buy that product. And all of those things make your memberships far more attractive, more valuable to be part of. So not only do you get to make more commissions, you get more members and more commissions, and so on and so on and so on. And that just grows. And if you multiply that with the word of mouth marketing, with the Wombat add-on, you can see how easy it is to quickly become the #1 affiliate for pretty much anything. That's basically how we generated $170,000 in commissions promoting Groove. So that's what you can do, and that's what we'll teach you how to do. Okay, so I hope that's answered a few questions. Sorry if I went off on a bit of a rant there. I tend to get excited about these sort of things, but we will cover this sort of stuff in the masterclass. So if you've got any questions now, join us. We'll give you an opportunity to ask some questions before we start the recordings in a few weeks' time. And then at the end of that, we're also going to open it up so that you can ask us some more things as well. Hey guys, can you clarify this for me? Of course we will. We're not going to just leave you sat there thinking, okay, what do I do next? That's not going to happen. Okay. Actually, if people want to see how we created the system that we'll dissect, that we'll take apart for you, if you just go to promotelabs.com right now, you can actually go through it and experience it for yourself. Everything's in place, so you can actually go through it and just see how it works. And I mean, there's loads of cool stuff in there anyway. So there's some good stuff, awesome tips and marketing strategies and things. So you can just go through the whole thing, but go through it with the eye of, I can be building this. I can have these sites that are driving people to affiliate promotions, that are selling my own products. So just dive in and go to promotelabs.com, just sign up, have a look around and see how we've done that. And then starting in January, we're going to really kick it off for you.
Yeah, and everything that Simon just said are things that we've done. They're not just theory, that we found in a book. These are all things that we've actually done over the years, and they work. So, we've done everything that he just talked about, everything from interviewing vendors, promoting in multiple ways, securing special deals or coupons. And when we both got started, we didn't have, we started at ground zero, just like a lot of people do. Well, everybody does, so we've been there. So yeah, we're looking forward to helping everybody through our private masterclass, and as well as helping you see and grow your business, using Groove with product DYno and Quick List. It's good stuff. And someday, you you could be doing the exact same thing that Mike and we're doing here. You know, you could imagine someday you're Mike and you're having people come on for your audience, your people, you know, and your tribe. So, you know, that's what you can shoot for here.
Thank you guys so much. I'm seeing all these people that are buying and asking buying questions as far as when is it going to start. A few people asked, do you have a specific date, or is that based on once people sign up and then reaching out to them to make sure the time zones all work, or do you have something set up?
Well, I think what we'll probably do in the way that we record these, we'll record them as videos. We could probably do some live as well, but I think what we'll do is predominantly record the videos, and then people can just watch them whenever it's convenient for them. I know what it's like for people. It's like, okay, we're doing a webinar and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know, you've got to get up the next day, and
Yeah.
so we'll kind of do a combination of both. Maybe at the start we might do something live, and there will definitely be recordings for people, and at the end we probably again do something live. But if you can't make it, and I understand, I mean, I'm in the UK, people are all over the place, so time zones differ. It's really awkward for people, so we will record everything. So it's going to be predominantly you know, on demand, if you will. So but it will come through as drip content, because you know, we've got to make the stuff for you. So we'll make some videos started in December. You'll get those maybe even at the end of December, but probably early in the new year. One of the things that Jeremy and I were talking about earlier, 2020 has been a stinker, I think, for a lot of people, and what we want to do is make sure that 2021, if you are using this strategy, that it's not going to be for you. You know, when we said at the start of this that this is an easy way to make $1 million online, we weren't joking. It is an easy way to do it, and you'll learn how to do that. You don't have to say to yourself, okay, I want to make $1 million next year. Maybe you only need 100,000, or maybe you only need 50,000, but we'll give you the tools and the knowledge so that you can do that. And that's what we want to do. So 2021 is not the same sort of stinker of a year that we've had up to now.
Yeah, we're looking for a nice kickstart, help everybody, you know, kick off the new year, you know, really awesome, and have a great, successful new year next year. But in the meantime, you can get going this year with the tools and get familiar with things and start building things out. And, you know, you don't have to wait till 2021. You can get going, you know, tomorrow if you want. But we'll be there for you.
I feel like you guys are going to be the secret weapon for everyone on the call that joins. So this is phenomenal. Now I know why Mike was singing your praises. And again, you guys are doing it, right? It's proof. You're living proof. You've been a top affiliate for Mike. So your system works. So everyone that signs up is going to get such a value add. And there are a lot of people who have signed up, and they're talking in the comments, are super excited. And once again, even though you're like, okay, when is this going to be dripped out and launched? What's really exciting is everyone gets to join live, and it's customized to them. So anyone who joins and buys the course in 2021, it's kind of late for them because they don't get that customized attention that you're giving to everyone who joins right now. So they get to ask those questions, and then as you create videos, you're able to customize it to each person that's in the group. So that's, to me, that's always exciting. That's always why I buy as a first action taker, because you get the program customized to you. And then anybody next year, if it's sold as just a course, well, then they just get to listen in on everyone's question here.
That's right, and that's what we wanted to do. That's absolutely right. So we might, to be honest, we don't even know whether we're going to do this again. So we might not run this webinar again. We might not present this offer again. It's just something that we thought, because I said we have known Mike for a heck of a long time. We know, like Jeremy said earlier on, you guys listening to this, he is working hard for you, and you know, so we respect that, and we've always liked what Mike's done. This is really, it's kind of a one-off from us. So people may not even get it again, but if they do, like you say, it certainly will not be with the ask you questions and we'll answer them for you. You know, like I said, I prefer being in the water with me, you know, on my bodyboard, and Jeremy prefers being halfway up a mountain on a hiking trail. So we don't do this a lot, but when we do it, we mean it. And today we mean it. So if you want in, now is the time to join us, and you're going to have a blast.
Yeah, and thank you. And Mike thanks you. He appreciates you guys coming. It's almost like you're coming out of the woodwork and the surfboard and the mountains, and you're coming down and you're helping groove stirs.
Two grizzly hairy guys coming back to modern technology again.
I love it. I love it. Thank you very, very much. And those of you who came on late, you asked a question, when is the replay up? Joe always makes sure that once it's rendered, he gets it out to the pages and the social pages, and you'll get an email with the replay as usual. Again, if you're on the list and if you registered, you'll get the replay. Highly recommend it. By the way, Simon, there was something that you said earlier today, and Jeremy, and I screenshot it and I sent it to a group that I share. It's a millionaire mastermind group of like 5 women. And I'm like, check this out. This was mind blowing. And there were a few things that you said that will absolutely be a game changer for them. And they're excited to implement it. So
Great.
Just what you shared on this free webinar to the Groovesters will absolutely help people increase the business. So I'm excited to see who joins your program and to meet with them and see what they're doing. Because yeah, 2021 is going to be a killer year for every one of your members in the masterclass. So thank you for coming down from the mountain and getting off the surfboard to put this together. Mike sends his personal thank you. And everybody who has just joined today or is about to join, congratulations. And then yeah, go ahead and put your questions together for Jeremy and Simon as they put the masterclass together over the next month.
Awesome. Thank you,
Awesome.
Deborah. And thank you, everybody that was here. And yeah, thank you, everybody who's coming in today. Looking forward to it.
See
Awesome.
you soon.
Thank you, Simon. All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Yep.
And
Bye.
Bye, everyone.